freaking got it. Can you guys see me? Is this working? I hope this is working. That was crazy. I think this is working. Hold on, let me get some chats on here. Oh, there we go. You guys give me a thumbs up or whatever if you see me on your screen. Hopefully this is working now. I just got an iPhone really recently, so like if you try to live stream horizontally, you're not able to. You have to do some weird settings. Okay, sweet, we're on. Woo! What's up, everybody? Let me see, let me finish getting set up here. Sipping my drink. Hope everyone's having a good evening or morning, wherever you're at in the world. I'm outside of, they're pretty much in Anchorage, Alaska right now. Got the ocean right behind me on the coast. And yeah, I just thought I haven't done a live stream in a while, so I thought I'd come out and hang out with you guys and answer any questions you guys have. And I don't know, I want to get some ideas from you guys too. I've got some time to do some filming here pretty soon, so I'm going to be writing pen and paper some ideas down that you guys have of adventures you'd like to see up here in Alaska or wherever for that matter, or a road trip or whatever. But yeah, it's one of the subjects we're going to touch on here. Let me get all set up down here so I can read comments. I see you guys' comments on my cell phone screen and they're just blasting down, so can't read them fast enough. All right, let's see. Ben's asking, where am I from in Georgia? I'm from North Georgia, man. I don't want to give it away exactly, but I'm up pretty close to the borderline, like tri-state area, like North Carolina, Tennessee and stuff. That's where I'm from. All my family's still down there. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, so I thought first I'd talk to you guys really quickly about the house situation. So as much as you guys know, if you follow the YouTube channel, I'm building a house, cabin, whatever you want to call it, in a little ski town up here. And I've basically finished the outside. I've got a little bit of work to do still, but the outside's done. And so I've moved inside the house. It's taken me 5 months to finish the outside with me and my buddy. And I've probably got another solid 4 to 5 months of work in front of me, just doing the plumbing and electric and insulation. And I'm gonna tongue and groove the entire house and all that stuff. So that's what's going on with the house stuff, in case you guys are wondering. Let me see here. I'll start reading some of y'all's comments down here. I guess I'll show you guys where we're at really quick too. For those of you guys that are tuned in, figure out these freaking iPhones, see if I can flip the screen around. There we go. Woohoo! How do you widen the screen? Maybe like that. Anyway, this is my that's my setup right there, live streaming you guys. And the ocean. Look at that, I only have to outside in the port. Sun's gonna start setting here pretty soon. I don't know why it's buffering, man. There's something about Alaska has like the worst cell phone service. This is crazy. I'm like literally in downtown Anchorage and it's got bad service. Someone checking out the truck house over there. That happens all the time, and I literally can't go anywhere. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. Flip this back around. Chilling downtown. Does it look, how does the stream look? Is it super pixelated to you guys? Like, do I look like a bunch of blocks? Or, I don't know. I wish I had faster internet up here. I get jealous. I see all these people that live stream for a living, and it's just like crystal clear, their faces and all their footage, but I don't have that. Let's see. Yeah, I do have a Starlink. Yeah, it's just in the house. I don't have the mobile. Starlink's kind of messed up. It's it just started working up here like maybe 5 months ago, so that's awesome, but it's still nowhere near as fast as it should be. And there's this weird thing. If you get Starlink in the United States, it's $90 a month, which isn't crazy, you know, it's reasonable. But if you want to turn it into mobile Starlink, where you can bring the dish around anywhere, that's $150 a month. And once you go to mobile, you can't go back to the normal Starlink, like to a stationary link. So you pretty much have to make a $150 commitment the rest of the time you have Starlink if you switch. So that's why I've not switched, which is why you're watching this in a cell phone right now. Let's see here. David's asking if I'll ever upgrade the truck house. Probably not in the near future. I've thought of a couple crazy ideas on doing another build, because I built this truck house, I built this camper basically to fit in my original truck bed, which I still have. So I could put this camper in the trailer, in the truck bed trailer that I made, and then build a whole new camper for the flatbed here, which I'm considering, but not necessary. This thing's still gonna rock it for a while. Yes, ma'am. Jessica says, love the new gun. Nice. Actually, that's my that's still my old one up there. I'll get the 12 gauge and the doing some stuff to it right now, getting it ready for a trip. So I've got I'm leaving this week on a really crazy trip. I don't want to give it away just yet, but it's going to be crazier than the Arctic Series drive that you guys saw recently. So if you guys enjoyed that whole drive to the Arctic Series, this is going to be like that plus more. So, and then we're going to do some side adventures in the way. So I'm pretty excited about this week. I also got back from an adventure with Alaska Cabin Adventures. You guys might know Matt. If you don't, check out his channel, Alaska Cabin Adventures on YouTube. He's on Instagram and stuff too. But we just went out to a pretty remote wilderness cabin and almost didn't freaking make it. We got some pretty good footage, had a good time. But that'll be coming out this week, next week, sometime in the next week. I don't know exactly. So yeah, lots of good content coming up. I also have another kind of a fun truck camping episode coming up this week for you guys. So it's gonna be, I kind of like just uploaded all my house stuff and released a whole bunch of house building videos in a row just to kind of blow through that and release some ho-hum videos. But now I've got some good stuff coming out for you guys, so you're gonna want to tune in for it. Father and Sons Outdoors, Newfoundland, nice. I haven't been out to that side of Canada yet, man. That's on my list. It's on my list. Sorry, I'm looking down at all your comments down here. Wish I could read them fast enough on the phone up there. Someone was asking if I put the bullet rails in the steps yet. I have not just yet. I'm getting close to it. I don't want to put outside railing in the house on the stairs because I'm tongue and grooving the entire interior of that house. So yeah, I'm gonna have to carry so many boards into that house up those stairs. I just don't want to hit the rails and stuff. What should we talk? Oh, how about let's do a little truck camper update talk really quick, and I'll start reading some more comments here. So I've got a little issue. I'm about to leave for this big trip. I was gonna take off in the morning, but now I can't because I'm leaking diesel fuel. It's leaking out of my engine valley, I believe, and kind of slowly leaking out from under the truck. So I think I repaired it a long time ago. It's this thing called a banjo bolt. It's up in the middle of the engine, and it is a pain in the ass to get to. So I'm probably gonna have to replace that again. But anyway, gonna do that this week before I can take off. So that's pretty much the only truck issues right now. I just installed a Webasto diesel heater. You guys get to see this. Let's see if I can show you guys. Or maybe this is a sketchy move. Hopefully the connection stays. So I've got this new coolant heater I installed right under the frame right there. So I'm still gonna make a little box to protect it, but that's my engine coolant right there. So this, you turn this thing on and it fires up the little diesel engine inside and warms up all my coolant for the engine up here for the block. So now I don't have to be so evil in this thing cold starting it all the time. Kind of nice. Here's a plane taking off out there. Cool. Ooh, it's cold outside. Man. Yeah, Anchorage is let me flip this around. We're kind of having a cold snap in Anchorage right now. It's been I don't know what it is, but I imagine it's -1 or something like that. Is that gonna stay? Okay, it's gonna stay. I think that'll stay. And where I'm going this next week, it is negative, what did Jack say? He said it was like negative 38 degrees ambient temperature, not wind chill. So wind chill is going to be absolutely ridiculous. So I'm pretty stoked to have the Webasto diesel coolant heater now. Pretty nice little upgrade. All right, let me jump down to some comments here. Tech Hacks asking if land is inexpensive in Alaska. It can be, man. I've had friends that have bought 2.5 acres for 10,000 bucks and built a cabin. And it just depends on where you want to be. If you go up towards Wasilla, above Wasilla to like Willow area, up that way, that's pretty good. So, yo, thanks TA, I appreciate that shout out. I'll throw it towards the diesel funds this week. I'm about to drive 2,000 miles basically, so I'm about to spend a whole bunch of diesel. It's gonna be worth it though. Oh man. Oh man, these comments are going too fast. Almost can't read them. Matthew's asking how my breathing's doing. It's 50-50, man. I just lost, it's kind of bad timing. I just lost my health insurance. So I was supposed to get, I kept on telling the place like, hey, I'm gonna lose my insurance. Like I need to get this sinus surgery like now. And they just kept blowing it off. And because you have to wait a year in between sinus surgeries. My last one failed. But now I'm losing insurance, so I can't do the freaking surgeries. So, is what it is. I guess I'll just continue not breathing out of my nostrils. It kind of sucks. It makes me feel like, or it looks on film like I'm out of breath and out of shape all the time, but I actually just can't breathe through my nose, so it's obnoxious. Mofo's asking when I'm finishing the cabin. You might have just tuned in, I was talking about it, but I should be done in I'm gonna say May, basically. So hopefully by middle of May I'll be done, and I'll be looking to rent out the attached cabin, that 16 by 20 cabin that's going to be like long-term rental, more than likely not Airbnb. So I'll be looking to rent that out in the near future here. Start looking for tenants. Anyway, let's see. I think Lano's asking how I became a driving instructor in Alaska. Craigslist, honestly. I was a raft guide and ski instructor pretty much my whole life. Is kind of the jobs I always did, just bumming around. And I'm like, man, I need to make a little more money and kind of work some more hours. So I got on Craigslist, and there it was. It's like driving instructor. I was like, oh, that sounds fun. And then I've just been there for like 19 years now. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, a lot of people ask how on that subject. I get people thinking I'm like a trust fund kid and all this different stuff, but I actually work, believe it or not. Like I was saying, I worked that job, still work there, past 19 years. And might not be the greatest pay, and there's no benefits, there's no health insurance, no 401k, no retirement. But the biggest benefit of that job is time. So they'll give me time off basically whenever I need it or want it to go do stuff like build a cabin. Like I took 5 months off work to build the cabin. Doing YouTube stuff, I can take off and do long road trips. So as you guys know, if you watch some of my videos, you know time is like, that's what's most important to me. So that's why I've stayed there so long. That is why I've stayed there so long. But that's what I do for a living. I do that, and then obviously doing YouTube, basically full time now. So it's almost like 2 full-time jobs. But that's what's going on. Yes, Travis, it's a 410 in the back, bro. I get the 12 gauge back at the pad. Holy man, these comments. Can you guys read these comments? It's almost be better if the comments like slowed down and you can answer them, but it'd take a long time to get to your comment. Oh, what was I going to talk about too? Yeah, so I brought myself a pen and paper, and I'd like to know some ideas of what you guys would like to see up here. I'm going to start writing them down right now. So I've got some pretty big winter camping adventures planned, and some stuff up in the Arctic area. I'm not going to give it all away yet. And some other things I don't want to tell you just yet. But if you have any cool ideas you'd like to see, just throw them in the comments, and I'll try to catch them with my eyes down there. Collab with Outdoor Boys. I was actually talking to Luke like maybe a week and a half ago. Put the comments in slow mode. I didn't know there was a slow mode. Didn't even know. Let's see. Ooh, I mean, I'm looking around for slow mode right now, see if there's even an option. This is actually the craziest I've ever seen the comments in my life. they're just blasting by. Oh my god. Any trips outside of Alaska? Dave asks. Yes, man. I'm hoping to do a big road trip if all goes well in the near future here. Another big lower 48er. So that should be pretty fun. Obviously, I got to finish the house first, though. So it's kind of taking priority right now. So we got to figure that out from there. If I could just saw an idea. Susan would like to see the Northern Lights. Writing that down, Susan. I film them sometimes when I catch them, but maybe I don't film them long enough. Northern Lights. I'm gonna be able to film those this week where I'm going. Alaska bus, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Noah, be in Alaska in April. Nice, dude. That's probably the best month to be up here, in all honesty. That's one of my favorite months, like March and April. I'm getting a lot of ice fishing questions. I've never ice fished. I'll write that down, though. I'll write that down. I've got buddies that do it all the time. Let's see. Oh, man. Oh. Barb's asking if I hunt. I do occasionally. I apply for a caribou tag every year, but the last 3 years they've shut down the caribou hunt in Alaska, in the zone that I go to, so not able to do it. Yo, Kyle, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that, man. Oh, absolutely. Throw it in the diesel fund. About to burn through a whole bunch starting Wednesday this week, so it's gonna be good though. Lost my train of thought. I gotta drink coffee to keep up with you guys. Yo, CT Mad Mods in the house. What up, buddy? Yo, Gas Man, thank you, dude. Louisiana. That's a good idea, man. I need to make some gumbo again. I'm gonna write that down. You said Louisiana. If you guys go back to right before the Arctic videos, you'll see me making some gumbo. It's like one of the snowstorm videos, and that's the best gumbo I ever had in my life. It was nuts. I can't believe I made it. Yo, Frank, thank you, dude. More snow stuff. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of snow stuff coming up for sure. Sorry, I feel like I'm not making eye contact with you guys because I got to look down here as I hold my laptop in the air. From Creston, BC. Ever consider contacting Dustin Porter? Destination videos. Never heard of him. I'll check him out, man. Look it out. Oh, Alaska Cabin Adventures in the house. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Matt's channel, Alaska Cabin Adventures, go check him out. Also, CT Mad Mods is down there too, somewhere in the comments. You guys go check him out if you get a chance. Lewis Clark said more wildlife. Yes. Actually, the video coming up this next week has a pretty good bit of wildlife in it, so you guys might get a kick out of that one. Let's see. Husband just saw the West Virginia shirt about whitewater rafting. I can't remember the name of it. It's the Golly Festival is the name of that t-shirt. So that's kind of like the largest paddling festival in the United States, probably in the world, honestly. Pretty cool place, so. Yo, thank you, Lay. I appreciate it. You need a cat. I don't know. I'm allergic to cats, actually. Totally allergic to cats. Meg, I do have a Patreon. I just don't do a whole bunch for it. I feel like I've got so much time just going into doing YouTube and Instagram and all the other stuff. It's like I don't have time to make side content on top of it. My brain would explode. Kind of like it is with all these comments. I'm trying to stay engaged though. Alaska bus will be in Anchorage, trying to figure out we're living. Where we're going to live. Actually, be moving there next year. Nice, man. Yeah. It's a tough state to find a place to live, man. As far as there's just so many awesome places up here, it's hard to. I just recommend picking an area based on the stuff you like to do. You know, if you like snow machine and skiing, you want to be in the mountains. You don't want to be like way down in Homer and Kenai, kind of away from everything, right? You got to drive a long way. So just depends, man. But it's a good state. You'll find a good spot. Let's see. Did I fix the stove? I did not fix the stove. You guys want to see? There's my stove. I've had a lot of projects this week. So my stove is still strapped down with a cam strap. It's not going anywhere, but it's right there. Tell you what though, I'm gonna fix it before Wednesday because I'm going on another massive drive/road trip for you guys. So I'm gonna have to lock that sucker down before then. Yo, Patrick, thank you, dude. I'll throw her in the diesel funds. Oh man. Thank you, Melanie. Appreciate it. What video editing software? I use Final Cut Pro. So it's you can only get it for Mac, as far as I know, but it's nice. So if you get like Adobe Premiere Pro is the other big one people use, but there's a monthly subscription. Whereas Final Cut Pro, you pay it's like $300 one time, and then you own it for life, basically, until your computer explodes. Mitchell says Bigfoot. Oh man, if I can only catch Bigfoot on camera, bro. Yo, Chad, what up, dude? Living the van life in the house, yo. Yeah, Chad knows all about the diesel expenses, man. Yeah, dude, it was like, I don't know, when it's cold, I get like 10 miles a gallon. I literally spent like, I think $1,200 in diesel to drive up to the Arctic Ocean. It was pretty crazy, man. But whatever, it's, you know, you only live once. Just blow through it. It's kind of an invest, like gambling almost. I just do these big road trips and videos, like hoping that I'll make cash back out of it so I can keep doing it. That's kind of the idea, you know. And it's turned out pretty well so far, so enough to keep me going. Collab with Van Wives. I didn't even know they're still around. Price per gallon of gas up here. It depends. Diesel's like, you know, kind of a little over $4 a gallon in Anchorage, but you go up to Coldfoot and stuff, or like up in the Arctic, it's like $7.50 a gallon. Ain't cheap. It's definitely more than gas. You guys remember when diesel used to be like cheaper than gas? Seems like not even that long ago. It used to be significantly cheaper. Yep. Let's see. Matthew said, wife Angie, huge fan. Thank you, man. It's fun. It's really cool. I don't know. I enjoy watching YouTube myself. You know, I've got people that I watch a lot and get inspired watching their stuff. And I don't know, it's cool watching friends do cool stuff. So I get it. I get the inspiration part. And that's like really the main driver behind doing what I do. So thank you, LG. Thank you. I'll try to stay safe. This is a little riskier trip I'm about to do though, but I don't want to give it away. Slow comments, live stream page, click on edit, customization. Oh, it sounds like too much right now. I think I've just got to ride it out. I don't know. I guess the one good thing about the comments is it just keeps my brain fired. Jams asked if I ever met the Alaska Bush Boys. I have not met those boys yet. Yo, Eric, thank you, dude. Appreciate that, man. What YouTube channels do I watch? Well, Alaska Cabin Adventures. He's probably still in here potentially. So it's my good buddy Matt that I've filmed a lot of adventures with. He's definitely a better editor than I am. He actually went to film school. So you guys check his stuff out. He's pretty good. CT Mad Mods, I watch him. He's in here. So I've got several buddies that like live up in Alaska and do YouTube stuff. I actually didn't start watching Outdoor Boys till recently, but Luke, but I've talked to him a couple times on the phone, just with ideas and just picking his brain and whatnot. I'm spacing right now. Down to Mob. That's old Phil is like one of my bros, man. He's why I got into this. I've been filming YouTube since 2007, but he really got me into it. Yo, thank you, Dale. I appreciate it, dude. That's like just about a tank of diesel, man. Back on the road. Oh, man. Let's see. David said, found you a month ago. Time is perfect. Oh, sorry, they're going too fast. Oh, nice, man. Good luck with the camper build, Dave. Hopefully it goes well. Just sketch it out really good in a piece of paper, man. Take your time with it. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's a pretty big adventure, like actually like 2 days from now. But the reason I'm in Anchorage is I got to drop the truck off right now. I've got a diesel leak in the engine, and yeah, I've got to deal with that before I go. I want to make sure it's done right, so I'm just gonna bring it to a shop. Lucas will do from Brazil. It's freaking crazy. Brazil. Yeah, I've got friends that have like a raft guide place down in Chile, and I don't know if that's like the next international travel trip I go. I want to go hit like South America like that, check out Chile and whatnot. Thank you, Kimberly. Binge watch 50 videos. I mean, yeah, I get it. I've gone down those YouTube rabbit holes for sure. It's easy to do. Gina says, will you do me a favor, buy a windshield cover? Oh, that's what I did. I actually just replaced the windshield for this road trip for you guys. So I just went in there and did it and freaking got a new windshield. So now my camera's not gonna like focus on that windshield crack anymore. So you guys will like that. Travel Trailer Life says home drone videos. Yeah, I probably get a bunch of those. If you look back the last week, man, I've got or couple weeks, I've got a whole bunch of videos in the cabin build. Richard's asked if I ever camped in the Alaska Triangle. I have not. I've heard of it. Actually, about to be driving through it here pretty soon. Lori's asked if I had cert the board tide. Yes, I have. Back towards like 2007, like kind of back in the day I did. Oh, thank you, Lower Tech Guy. Appreciate that, man. Tippy's asking how much money you make off YouTube monthly. It can be anywhere, dude. It can be like nothing, or you can get a bunch, or anywhere in between. It's just not, it's kind of scary to do it full time, honestly, because you can't rely on it. Like Off-Grid Backcountry Adventures, Brian, he just kind of his channel took kind of a big dive, and he's been depending on that. So it can be pretty rough. I think he said he's down to like $800 a month living off it. So yeah, it's scary. It's just like striking gold, you know, when you hit. So right now I'm saving every dime I have to build my house, obviously. And then I'm obviously investing in the truck and doing all these road trips and videos and stuff. So it's like finding a balance in between it. Oh, thank you, Lando. Like to see glaciers in Montana. Ooh, 250 miles, Badlands. Thank you. I'm writing that down. I actually have Montana kind of like on my hit list for the next big lower 48 road trip this summer. So Montana glaciers. Yeah, that's just a cool state. I haven't really spent any time there. I've just passed through Montana. Thank you again, man. Yeah, I'll check that out. David, thanks, dude. Come on down to Texas. Check out Big Bend. My dad's canoed out in Big Bend, actually. I just haven't been out that way. Ooh, let's see. Amy's asking if I've ever been to the Juneau ice field. I have not, but our band, the Shoot Dangs, has played in Juneau a few times for Folk Fest. But I've seen like the Mendenhall Glacier before. Yo, Zero, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Have said they tried the stuffed pepper recipe. Nice. It's good, wasn't it? The funny thing is I might look like a cook. I'm not a good cook at all. I just like, I don't know. You just follow a recipe pretty close and it turns out decent sometimes. Don, thank you, man. I'll try to keep it up. Yeah, it's been cool. The channel's been growing a bunch, as you guys have seen, which is like freed me up to like not be around my job as much and go film content for you guys. So it's been really cool. Oh, Gas Man, thank you, dude. Relate to the diesel prices. Oh, you're a contractor? Yeah, you know all about it then. Yep. And I remember when I was in like high school paying like 69 cents a gallon for gas. It was like the Toyota pickup truck had a 16-gallon tank and it was like $13 to fill it up. And I'd go drive to West Virginia. It was great. It was great. Thank you, TA. Appreciate that. Oh man, I forgot what I was going to talk to you guys about. So many comments. Trip in the house. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I try to comment on all the Instagram stuff, man. It's tough. If you guys don't follow my Instagram, it's same thing, Truck House Life. I'm also on TikTok, Truck House Life. But yeah, I just get like hundreds of messages and comments, and I try to read all of them, but I just can't I don't have the time in the day to type a sentence to every single person that gets back to me. I literally wouldn't do anything else besides type my entire life if I did that. But I do appreciate you guys, and I try to read everything I can, you know. Try to do as much as a crazy dude can do. New coffee mug. I've got the old paper coffee mug right now. You guys know these guys. Pretty good coffee. I'm drinking a chai though. I can't drink caffeine like after 5 o'clock. It just gets out of control. Raincoaster says, I see you have the wood stove and the butane heater. Where's the heater? Heater's down low, man. So I've got it's under the oven. It's a Webasto diesel heater, and I've got that on right now. I'll show you guys over here. Yo, thank you, Sequoia. I've seen mud flap. That dude's crazy. Yeah, here's the diesel heater though. Webasto. So here's your dial control, and the heater's blowing hot air out right down there. Hopefully, I should check the, it's got like a separate little diesel tank for it, so I need to check that. Been trying to get these batteries nice and warm and charged up in here. Let's see here. Sell new mugs. I think it's all the same ones. Pretty sure. Last time I checked. Yeah, I've got merch on there. I just don't do merch too much. Just like I spend so much time filming and editing and all that stuff. That's like a whole nother ball game. But if you do want them, I think it's like truckhouselife.com. I'm getting them on there. Don't quote me on that, but I could get them up in there. What's the average summer temperatures? It's kind of all over the place, man. It seems like it's around 60 is pretty comfortable up in Alaska, 60, 65. So it's all good t-shirt weather, you know. Darlene is asking if I fish. Not all the time, but I'll go like dip netting for salmon and stuff just to stock up the freezer. Yo, Cicely, thank you. I appreciate it. Help tie down the paper towels. Right on. Yeah, I'll definitely throw it towards the diesel fund for sure. Let to blow through it here. North Carolina in the house. Nice. Dice game. How much was my wood stove? They aren't cheap, man. It's a Kimberly wood stove. I've had it for 12 years about, and I got it for free because I worked for those guys, you know. So, or not work for them. I guess the deal was like if I sold like 6 or 7 stoves, I got a free one. So I worked out a deal with them, and it's been awesome. It's been going for 12 years straight. So, yo, thank you, Nick. I appreciate that, dude. Heard a car out there beeping the horn at me. Oh boy, let's see. Oh my God, sorry guys. I'm trying to read the comments. They're just flying by down here. Can't even read them all. I was asking what the hardest part about building the truck house was. Probably just the waterproofness, man. Just figuring out how I was going to seal the roof to the front of the camper and not have water like blow up under and get down into everything. So yeah, just making sure I water sealed everything well. Other than that, it's pretty simple carpentry, so it's nothing crazy, you know. Tin Can Campers, what up? Maybe that was you beeping. That's funny. Yeah, I know it's always tough. Sometimes I get someone knocking on the door and I'm live streaming. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't talk right now, sorry. Mofo, thank you, dude. I'll throw her in the diesel funds for the north. Tony's asking if I have a metal roof. Yes, I do. It's just a cheap Home Depot style metal tin roof. Nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy. Ugh. Let's see. Oh my God. Oh shoot, sorry. This thing's freezing up, guys. Sorry. How much money I make off YouTube? Just all over the place, man. I've done like nothing all the way up to like, what's my biggest month? I got like a $7,000 month. That was awesome. But that was when I released 30 videos. When I released a 30-day video marathon. So that was a ton of work. So yeah, it just depends, man. Let's see. What part of Alaska is my cabin in? It's like south of Anchorage, just like south central. I don't want to give it away, obviously, with an address or anything, but yeah. Yeah, that's the zone it's in. Let's see, 15 degrees in Arkansas. It's pretty cold. Yeah, I guess it's super cold. Like down in Georgia, my dad's saying it's 5 degrees down in the mountains. Like pipes are freezing and stuff. Let's see. 19. Tell you what, I don't feel 19. Like I got ran over by a truck. Pretty much did. There was an interesting question. Sorry, I'm just staring down this whole time. Oh, where did it go? Something about, oh, how did your dad learn to build log cabins? He just taught himself, actually. That was before the YouTube days, and where you couldn't look up how to do stuff really as much. And just one stick at a time. It's really, carpentry is really not that difficult. If you sit down and you think really linearly and just write down your ideas on a piece of paper, make sure to measure everything out ahead of time. It's not crazy. Alaska Cabin Adventures, he built as the first thing he ever built, like first significant thing, and I did an awesome job. It's still standing, so you can do it. Tell him, Matt. CT Mad Mods, the moderator. Yeah, we need admin Clint Greathouse up in here fixing all this business up in here. But yeah, that's how my old man learned. He just taught himself, and he built his own cabin. Then a friend asked him to build a cabin, and he built a cabin for that friend, and that just kept happening. He kept getting referrals through friends, and then it was just like all of a sudden too much, you know, because he does like most of the work himself. And I got to where he was just contracting a bunch of stuff out eventually and just overseeing stuff. But yep. Bowling pin juggling. I haven't juggled in a while, now that you mention it. Let's see here. What upgrades do I have? That's a 410 behind me, Kruger. I forgot I wrote down an upgrade thing. You guys have seen I showed you the Webasto diesel heater, the coolant heater I put in the engine blocks. Now I don't have to cold start this thing anymore. It's probably smart to do that so I don't just bore out the cylinders cold starting all the time. I just put some KC off-road lights, overhead lights on there, so those are pretty sweet. It's definitely saved my bacon, even though I still hit that caribou. Let's see. Real Lorraine's asking the weight of the truck in the cabin. The truck is just over 8,000 pounds. It's freaking heavy. And the camper, I had most of my stuff in here, and it was, I think 2,200 pounds when it's like loaded with my stuff. But then I added like the diamond plate boxes, so I probably bumped it up a little bit more, a little more significantly. Try flicking that on really quick. Okay, got it. Yeah, someone's asking where we're at. We're chilling in Anchorage, Alaska. Let me spin you guys around. Right out here on the coast, the sunset. It's a beautiful evening out. I don't know if the ocean, it's kind of slack tide right now, so it's not really moving, but it's pretty nice out. It's freaking cold though. My thermometer is not working in the porch, but it is not warm. That's my live stream set up. A couple pillows and a laptop. Anyhow, let's see, flip this back around. Oh boy. I probably got like 10 more minutes and I got a jet. I'm gonna go drop, I'm heading over to drop my truck out in town. I've got a diesel leak coming out of the back of the block, and I could fix it myself, but I'm about to go on a really crazy drive, like on Wednesday, and I don't have time to mess around. I cannot have this thing breaking down. So I've pinpointed the leak, but I'm gonna go bring it by that shop and have them do it. I don't know. I usually wrench on most of everything in this truck, but not this time. Ain't taking a chance. Angie said gonna buy a Truck House Life t-shirt. Right on. Yeah, if you guys do want merch, I do have merch. It's truckhouselife.com. I've got like t-shirts and hoodies and mugs and stuff. But yeah, you can check that. It's a good way to like support the channel too if you want to. Zach's asking where I'm going. I can't tell you just yet, but it might involve a return to the Arctic. I don't know. Maybe a return trip to the Arctic, something like that. Except I've got something like extra crazy planned out this time, but we'll save the details for later. I'm gonna go see what happens first. I think Roaming Reckless is actually on her way up there. I want to say it's this week or next week or something, but she's doing that drive too. But she's just in like an old Land Rover. It's gonna be pretty gnarly. Sounds cold. I think she's got a diesel heater now though, so it helps. Van's asking how the snowmobile trip went. Awesome, dude. We're back. Me and Matt will have a video, Alaska Cabin Adventures. It'll be on his channel also. We should have a video up in the next week or so here. So we're gonna try to release our videos at the same time so you guys can like see both perspectives. So let's see here. Timmy, people are asking about your bird. Oh yeah, for those that didn't know, one of my little parakeets died. I know it's just a bird or whatever to most people, but it was like my little buddy. So, and then the two birds I had, they're like best friends, and the yellow one has separation anxiety from the blue one, and the blue one died. So I'm like trying to spend as much time with the yellow one, old Twinkie, but she's doing all right, you know. But yeah, it's kind of sad. She'll like fly around the house looking for him all the time, and he's not nowhere around. But Tim's asking if I've ever ran into the Outdoor Boys. I have actually one time. It was down in Turnagain Pass. He was filming the same time I was filming, like literally on the other side of the parking lot from me. It's kind of funny. Hey. Roman Reckless is a great channel. Yeah, I've watched like 2 videos. It's pretty good. She's out there doing it. She's like the real deal too. She's not messing around. She just kind of goes for it. Lindy's asking if I can show the drone setup. I could, but I don't have it with me at the moment. So I'm dropping my truck off in Anchorage tonight. But it's a Mavic Mini 3, Mini DJI Mini 3 Pro, something like that. It's kind of like the cheapest drone DJI makes, and it works great. It's just small. That's why I want it. I don't want a big fancy drone. I want like one that'll fit in my backpack, so you guys can actually see footage, because I bring it around with me. Yo, Muskie Ox, thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. I'll throw it in the old diesel funds. Let's see. The Bigfoot sighting. It's a long story. I probably missed too many things, but yeah, I definitely saw something that I'm 99.9% sure was some kind of Bigfoot up in Denali National Park in broad daylight, 100 feet away, walking across a shallow creek, out in the open. Like the arms and everything is pretty weird. It was not a bear. Outdoors and off-roads, thank you, man. They'll fix it all right. Yeah, there's some good diesel shops in Anchorage, but I don't know. It's so freaking expensive to get your car worked on. It's pretty obnoxious. But sometimes, I don't know. It's like I could do it myself, but in certain instances, I really want to make sure it's done right. And those are the instances where I'll bring it in. Like if I got transmission work to do, or like I'm replacing some computer stuff in here recently, I had to bring it in for that. So, but she's my baby though, so I'm gonna take care of her. Keep it running. Have you ever seen any UFOs? Yes, actually. That's another story though. It's out of my dad's cabin in Lake Clark. Him and my stepmom and myself saw one, and it was pretty close and spun away and just shot off like faster than light. It's pretty crazy. Of course, everyone thinks you're crazy when you say you see things like that though, so whatever. Let's see, let me go over here again. Ooh. I feel like I was gonna ask you guys about, oh yeah, ideas of what you guys want to see up in Alaska. I got distracted, so I've got a whole, pretty much I'll just be driving along and I'll think of a video idea and write it down. But if you guys have any stuff you'd like to see, let me know. I've got pen and paper, got a couple ideas from you guys tonight, so I'd love to write some new ideas down. It could be anywhere in Alaska, or it could be the lower 48. I'm gonna do another road trip, so if you want to see something down there, that'd be cool too. Chandra says your dad's cabin's amazing. Nice, thank you. Yeah, he put some time into that place for sure. You can see it. A pretty special place. All these comments. Yep, see, I mentioned Bigfoot, and here go the Bigfoot comments. Just gonna start blowing up. My Alaska, what's up? Doing the polar plunge. I don't know, I've seen it. I think that's like Is that in Seward? I feel like I've seen it in Seward before. Love seeing snowy mountain passes. There's another ice fishing. I wrote that one down. Native villages in the Arctic region. You're gonna love a video I'll get coming up in a month. It's gonna be a pretty good one. Mucklucks, they're Steger mucklucks. Made in Minnesota, they're pretty legit. It's my favorite winter shoe. What the difference is in getting your license in lower 48. It's pretty much the same, man. Most of the same stuff. If you're in the village of Alaska, you can get something called an off-road driver's license. So you just like fill out some, take a test, and then you can drive in the village, like the dirt roads and stuff. And that's part of my job. I fly out to those villages and I set up this like kind of road test course and then test them for the city. And I'm looking at their reaction, how they're looking around and all that stuff, and seeing how they do it, stop signs and just basic stuff. But yeah, there's off-road licenses up here, believe it or not. YJ Rambo, does Trapper Bob sell his hats? Yes, he does, dude. How would you do that? If you have Facebook, or just call it, just Google Alpine Creek Lodge. That's where Bob lives and his family. And tell Timmy sent you and you're looking for a Trapper hat. He definitely sells them. He doesn't have many though. You know, it's like he might have 10 of them a year. So I'd hit him up quick. It's usually people start going out to that lodge in the springtime, and that's when they get all bought out of stuff. So say hello to Ruby. Yep, probably still out there. Hello, Ruby. Ever gotten a traffic ticket? I don't know. Maybe I did, maybe I did. It's pretty ridiculous, so. No kickflip, no views. Dude, I don't know if I could do, I can't remember. I can't say the last time I've done a kickflip. It's been a long time. And even then, I probably fell. I can do a kickflip, I just can't land on the board. How about that? CT Mad Mods, I see some tourists buy $6,000 in furs. That's crazy. Oh man, they are pretty sweet though. And it's like, I don't know, it's just something you have the rest of your life, special because someone made it, you know. Baysiders, what kind of music I'm into? Kind of a mixture, man. Definitely, I like bluegrass, like punk music, like some rap stuff, like rock. It's not much, I don't like new age country. Don't like R&B that much, I guess. I like most stuff though. David's asking how often I get together with a band. Not too often, man. We play like maybe 3 times a year. We have a show, the Shoot Dangs, at the Sitzmark in Girdwood, Alaska. When is it? February 23rd, 24th. It's like the ski resort. So that's going to be fun. It's our first show in like 8 months or something. It'll be a good time though. Alaska Bus, thank you, man. What should I expect in Alaska weather-wise? Late, early May. It'll be warm, man. I mean, by winter standards. Temps in the 30s to 50s. Lots of sunshine. I wouldn't count on hiking around in the mountains yet, but snow's starting to melt out by first week of May down in the city, down at sea level, so you can walk and hike and stuff again. But last year it took a while. I mean, there was mountains or snow in the mountains until like the middle of June almost. It's pretty nuts. Sam Hill, ever go surfing? One time with Alaska Cabin Adventures. It was hard. It's pretty hard. John's asking what kind of solar panels. I've got 100-watt solar panels. They're Renogy's. Nothing crazy. And then like a Battleborn battery setup over here. So between, really, if you just drive your vehicle enough, your vehicle charges the camper. So that's how I really charge this thing. Just moving around so much. Tory Bird's asking why I chose Alaska. I just used to come up here when I was probably like, what, 8 or 9 years old the first time. My dad had like a bush cabin up here that he built himself like way out there. Pretty close to Richard Pernicke, one man's wilderness cabin, a couple lakes over. And I don't know, I'd spend like a month or 2 out here and just always liked it. So here I am. Came back as soon as I was old enough to come back. All right, guys, I'll do like a couple more minutes and I got a jet. I'm gonna go drop this thing off. How does the vehicle charge the camper? It's called a battery isolator. You can get them for like 30 bucks at Napa, and you put that in between your truck battery and your camper battery, and that's helps regulate the charge. Dylan B, favorite winter tire? And do you use Starlink? I don't, man. I'd love to get Starlink, but it's ain't cheap. So I've got it for the house, but I don't have it for the mobile thing, you know. Best winter tire I've used is what I got in this truck right now, the Toyota T3s. I've used like a whole bunch of different ones. I mean, a studded tire obviously is the best thing, but these have been pretty legit. I've got like maybe 30,000 miles on them, so they're starting to get a little more slippery now. Time for some new ones. Right on. Thank you, Matthew. Enjoy, man. Yeah, they're usually pretty quick about shipping and stuff too, so. Glenn Polkey's asking, how can I find some of them boots you wear? Yeah, these are, take off my foot. Steger Mucklucks. They're in, made in Minnesota. Can you guys see that? Maybe. I don't know if you can even read that, but they're pretty awesome. I've been rocking these for probably 4 or 5 years, and my pair before these lasted me like 8 years, so. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. They're the most comfortable winter boots you ever worn, but they're not waterproof. They're moose hide, so you just gotta watch out for like springtime when it's really wet and stuff out there. You have to kind of waterproof them. McBase is asking the green jacket I always wear. This Patagonia DOS Parka. They're pretty good jackets. Pretty decent. It's not the warmest jacket, but it's, I don't kind of like cold-blooded anyway. Brandon says more hunting videos. Yeah, man, I'd love to. I keep on putting in for my caribou permit every year, and the state keeps closing down the caribou hunt 3 years in a row now. So if you go back 3 years, I think I've got a caribou hunting video, 2 of them. So you could check those out, but that's the last time I went caribou hunting. Every couple years, or whenever I get a chance, I try to, like, when I visit folk in Georgia, I try to get a whitetail or get my brother to grab one for me while he's down there, brother-in-law. How about a telescope at night? That would be sweet. That would be pretty wicked. Yeah, I'll try to get some Northern Lights stuff for you guys. Like I said, I'm going on a really big, like 2,000-mile drive Wednesday, a couple days away. And I've got some pretty crazy stuff playing out in the trip that I don't know if anyone's ever done it before or not, honestly. So, but I'll try to film some Northern Lights while I'm up there. All right. That's awesome. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, get out there and do it, man. And honestly, like, yeah, I gotta run here, but yeah, that's like the main reason I do this. Like, it's cool, like trying to make a living, and it's, I don't know, it's cool getting to talk to all you guys. But like the biggest thing is like just, I don't know, I'm inspired by a lot of people and watching what they do, and I think it's cool to like inspire other people, and that's like my drive behind all this YouTube stuff. So. And I like creating too. It's fun to like make videos and be artistic and show that side of things. Anyway, I'm gonna go drop this truck off to get the old diesel lines repaired. So I will be seeing you guys, I don't know when. I don't do live streams anymore, but get a video coming out Thursday, so you guys check that one out. Might come out Wednesday, don't know just yet. But oh, thank you, Bonnie. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good evening. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll try to do live streams a little more often. I know it's been a while since the last one, but love you guys, and see you again soon here.